Let's get started. Thank you so much, Will, to be in my show. It's called Mindfulness with Manish. As you know, my name is Manish, but mindfulness is because it's about connecting with people, knowing their thought process. People can come from any backgrounds. They can come from real estate as you are, or they can be yoga teacher, they can be tech guys. So it's about connecting with people so that I learned something new, something about mindfulness, something about how to be humble, how to be away from stress and depression and that kind of stuff, right? So first of all, thank you so much to be in my show. And this the episode is all about talking about your life, and we can discuss about things. One of the things which I know you from like 2 years back. You are one of the brokers in Tulum. We are in Tulum right now. You helped me buying a property. There's a lot of properties in Tulum. There's like maybe hundreds and thousands of properties. If basically a person is looking for a land or a condo or basically a house, you help them buying a property, and you do a good job. I can talk about a number of things, but why not we get started? You tell me about your background, where you are coming from, where were you born, and how you started this real estate job, and what is the name of the company, what brought you in, what was the motivation behind it. I know I asked a lot of questions, but let's start with your childhood memories and where you were born and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. First of all, thank you for the space. I'm glad to be your friend. I'm glad to meet you because you're a great person. So I'm glad to meet you and to have this relationship right now that we have built in so far 2 years ago. And well, my name is Will. I'm Mexican. I'm born in United States, but I live my whole life here. I became a broker agent approx 3 years ago. I born in Los Angeles, but my family brings me to Mexico like 1 year after that. So I'm more Mexican. If I'm honest with you, I'm 99.999% Mexican.
What is that? 0.001%? That's American.
But I respect the United States because it give me a lot of features to kind of deal with when I go to America. For me, it's so easy to travel and everything.
It gives a lot of flexibility, a lot of capabilities,
and opportunities too.
Opportunities.
Well, I live my whole life in the center of the country. At the beginning, I moved into all the country with my father. I live in several places in Mexico. I started living in Tamaulipas. Then I live in Aguascalientes. Then I live in Villahermosa, Tabasco. Then Mexico City. But then almost my whole life, I live in Cuernavaca, Morelos, which is a small town in Mexico. Beautiful town. It's called the city of the eternal spring because the weather is always not too cold.
Is it near Mexico City?
Like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I remember there's a hot spring. There's a place near Mexico City, 45 minutes, where there's a lot of like hot springs, hot tubs and stuff. Is that one?
I don't know. It's Tepoztlan, maybe.
Maybe it's very difficult
because in the center of the country we are surrounded by a lot of small towns, pueblos mágicos we call them in Mexico. Actually, Cuernavaca is a beautiful place. This is a more or less small town, and I live my whole life there. I study since I get to the high school.
What did you study?
I study sports science. I'm a trainer, personal trainer.
Oh, sports science. So basically, you are a fitness trainer.
Exactly. Not a fitness trainer because when sports science is more a scientific. No, that you're able, as sports science is able to train any kind of athlete. Even if you don't know the sport, but you don't know what's the necessities of that sport. Because I don't never do, for example, American football, but I know what's the necessities of that athlete, so I know how can I train it. How I need to train it in made it more strong, more fast. That kind of thing.
So basically, the science of sports.
Yes,
so you know all the sports, like soccer.
Every sport. Don't know anything about that sport, but I research and know what are the needs that this athlete needs to be a better athlete. I can help with. For example, a fighter. He needs to be more fast. I know how to train in the gym, and then I need to make this kind of different kind of methods of training to make it a better athlete. I don't need to be a fighter, That's why the scientific sports science help you to be this kind of trainer, because
Got
one
it.
thing is going to be a trainer, another thing is going to be a coach. The coach have the experience in the sport, but the trainer knows how to build the athlete in the best way.
So why not you pursue that as your career? Why you came to this real estate?
I love my career. I love my job because I finished
The science.
the science sports career, and then I was working like 1-2 years. It was great for me in the pandemic. I started to become personal trainer, train people in the houses because we were in the pandemic. But after that, I have a invitation to come here because I never been here in the Riviera Maya. So I came here with my girlfriend for vacation. Stay here like 1 week, 2 weeks, and I fell in love with the place. And when I came here in the vacation, I got this invitation to came here to Tulum, to Riviera Maya, as a really good opportunity to change my life. Because sadly Mexico is not the same to be a sports science scientific than being United States or Europe, because it's different. So
Right.
it's more difficult to have success. And I know you always be good in sales, because when I was personal trainer, I a good personal trainer. I used to have a lot of clients because because I know how to sell myself. So since I was a little child, I know, because my father told me how to be a really good salesperson. So yeah, I take the invitation, I see the offer and everything.
So the invitation was from whom?
Relation was my brother.
So your brother is actually owning the property.
My brother,
Owning the company.
my brother invited me to the company. He opened his own agency. He works his whole life in timeshare. Then he wants to quit and make his own company, and he invited me because he wants somebody he can trust.
Okay.
So
he invited you to join him.
And he told me, you wanna do it, it's gonna change your life, but you need to leave everything behind. Cuernavaca, Morelos, your life, friends, family. Well, not friends, family, but you need to be close.
You need to
from them.
work properly.
Yeah, exactly. So since I came here from vacation, and after 2 months, less than 2 months, I was here living. All my 30 years life becomes in a small bag, like from this size. That's it. And I risk everything. But I'm so grateful because right now it's almost 3 years.
And also almost 3 years, and now you're a team leader. There's people reporting to you.
Yeah. But it was a trouble, because at the beginning it was difficult, because you need to come with some amount of money to pay your bills, pay the rent, your food, everything. I sold my motorbike. I used to have a bike. I sell everything that I have, and with that kind of money, I used to live for 3-4 months. And every 3-4 months, I sell 2-3 options, but the money was
not that great.
Not enough. It was difficult. It's not for everybody, It was difficult, but after 6 months, I was able almost quit. Before I met you, like 1 month before,
You just came here, and I was your second client or third client.
Third client. And I told my brother, I don't have the money to pay the next rent. I have money. I need to.
Wow.
To my girlfriend.
That's where your brother motivated you.
My friend motivated me. So he talked with me that he told me, in this business, in the sales business, in any kind of sales business, it's difficult, and it's a cold business. It's cold. So if you're not good for me, if you were a bad salesperson or bad broker, I will let you go, even if you're my brother. If you're not good, my brother, I love you, but take care. But I see you. I see how you work, how you study all day, how you be in the office even in Sundays. So I saw you have
the
potential.
Yeah.
You have your potential. If you quit right now, you're gonna be like this person that they're working in the mine, and they quit before they find the jewels or the gold. Don't do that, because you're gonna.
So your brother is a big motivation for you.
It's a big motivation. He is a really person that used to speak with him. He motivated with two, three words, and he told me, you need money, I can help you with money. I can help you, but you need to be focused 100% in your work. And I remember that I was like, oh my God, because I went to talk with him to say goodbye, not to stay one more month. When he made me stay one more month, it was like,
yeah,
I don't want to stay here one more. It's hard. I don't want to stay here one more month, but well, I'm gonna do it. He gave me the money, and after that, after 1 week or 2 weeks later,
Things started, and
things started really well. The sales coming, the relationships gets better, and everything. So
tell me more about like where the sales coming from. Like for example, you are into selling business of selling properties. How people come to know about Tulum? How people come to know about your company? How they basically know about how they come to this office basically?
Yeah.
How that happens?
Well, there's different ways. For example, for the beginning, let me start with how we are. We are Tulum Real Estate. Tulum Real Estate is an agency of real estate. They have more than 15 years of experience in real estate in Tulum, only in Tulum. All the Rivera
So people
Maya
know
promotes
about
in
it.
Tulum. Yeah, we work to the clients to search for the things that they want. For example, a client comes with social media, or he pass through the door,
The street.
or they search for any property in the internet, and they take our number or website, whatever.
So it's through ads, through marketing,
Ads,
social
yeah,
media.
social media,
And I contacted you through
social
Facebook
media,
also.
Facebook, social media, and we try to focus on what the client wants, not what we want. What the client wants. I want a house, I want an apartment, I want a land, I want a commercial lot, whatever that he wants. We search for them in the market of Tulum, the best options for them, not for us. Because the important is that the client is happy, and we protect the client with all the legal certainty. Okay, because Tulum is growing right now so fast. It's insane how the growth from the last 5-6 years is happening right now. So we help to, in that jungle of options, choose the best option for the client. That's why the reason that is so important to the client to have an advisor, because our work is to help you to find and tell you this is not a good option, this is a good option, this is not a good option, this is bad finishes, bad developer, good location, good price per square meter. So that's why we help the people that don't live here but they're interested in invest here, to help them, because they don't know anything. That's why our job
makes sense.
And it's like with you. Remember that you don't know everything.
Yeah, I still remember. I think the journey started where we connected on Facebook.
Yeah,
right? And then I was looking for a place to buy in Tulum, because Tulum was something which I never heard of. And you were like, okay, you come here, and you actually give a good motivation where you can stay here in your place for 3 days.
Yeah.
So I came here. Okay, why not? Like 3 days, I get a free apartment. Why not I explore Tulum? So I came here on the reason of traveling, and then I was like, you are showing me around, you're showing me different properties. I like real estate because I bought some properties in US, America. So I was like, why not I look for some places? So I did some research already. I had a book of like, let's go to Element, let's go to Roma, let's go to this apartment. They have this much square feet, and this is their price. And I remember you showing me all the properties and talking about pros and cons. What is the best thing here? What is the bad thing here?
Yeah.
And one of the good things about you is you are very honest. You tell, as you mentioned, okay, this is the bad thing about this apartment. This apartment materials are not good. The name is bad. So go for this apartment. And you are not pushy. Some of the brokers I meet with, they are like, this is the last piece you have. If you don't invest here, this is like something bad going to happen. That's not actually true. The opportunities keeps on coming. So I feel like that is something good about you. What do you think?
Yeah, it's about being a real good human being, because I work like when I see a potential client, I put in his shoes. How I want to be treated if I was the client. I want to have honesty. I want to show me the best options. I want to be transparency in the deals. So for me, that's why I work like that, because when I want to buy something, I want to the seller treat me like that. I don't like when you want to buy something and the person who is selling the project or the thing that you want to buy tell you that it's the best thing in the world, because it isn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like, for example, I learned for a lot of other brokers when I was new, and I learned from other brokers that I hear how the speech and everything. And I remember that one broker, this is a really good broker that is a good friend of mine, and with a client I was with him, he told the client, this is a really good apartment, and this is the good amenities, and that the living room, I don't like it. You should change it, because this is
Being honest
It's
is very
ugly for me. If you tell me that as a client, it's great. You're being honest. It's ugly.
that's
Change
basically
it.
develop the trust.
I
That's
don't
why I got the
exactly.
trust in you, because you were honest.
Exactly.
If you make something false, and I came to know from, because I was talking to 3 4 brokers, and something, if you say something false and I came to know, okay, you said something false, then that breaks the trust.
For example, right now that we just saw your apartment. Your apartment is ugly, man. No, I'm kidding. No, it's beautiful. They just you came here.
How important is that? Let's talk about that. So how important is building relationship with clients? How does that help you in your career?
Yeah, it's important because in this business, there's many people that only think about money. When they meet a client, they see in the person, I want to make money, I want to sell something, I want to earn the money, and then left. And it could be okay for you, and it could work for you, but in the future, after 5 10 years, you don't have any relationship with anybody. So for me, I like to like you. At the beginning, obviously, you were a client. But after I met you and worked with you, we became friends. And for me, obviously, talking about business, you want to refer me with your friends, with your family, because you trust me and you trust in my job. For me, that's great. But talking about you and me, is more than money and business and work. It's more like you can trust me, I can trust you. In case I need something, I can trust in you. You need something, you can trust in me. So that's all about this business and all about life.
So
No,
building relationship is it's like personal life. When we have
yeah,
building relationship with with our friends and girlfriends and whatever, our parents, the same as building relationship with
yeah.
clients also, which is you are saying, right?
And obviously it's important because you need to respect the client and before you make it a friend of your client, because many people that it's investing in real estate, not only in Tulum, not only in Mexico, in any part of the world, it's a lot of money. You could be working with an investor that maybe have millions of dollars, and it could be one of many properties he's buying in that time. But maybe you're helping somebody that's his only property in his whole life, and he's trusting
That person.
that person and that person at that moment of his life in you have in your hands the future of his entire life, in maybe the house that they're gonna live with their family for his
Have you
whole
seen in
life.
your life some broker doing bad things with the client?
Yeah, I don't. If I'm honest with you, I don't relate. I don't have to have relationship with bad brokers. Maybe I can meet some of them because there's a lot of parties and a lot of things that we can make relationship with other brokers. But when I notice that the broker is not honest and there's not a really a really good person, I don't like to keep relationship with them and talking with them. But I hear about the brokers that, as I told you, they only want to sell to the client and charge the money and have their money and never again. That's not what the business is about.
Right.
So and yeah, there's a lot of brokers in Tulum, a lot of brokers in Rivera Maya, in the world that are that they work that way, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be alone in your.
So tell me
job.
this thing. What is the name of the company you work for?
Yeah, this is Tulum Real Estate.
Tulum Real Estate.
Tulum Real Estate. It was founded like 15 years ago. A lot of we have experience in at the beginning. 15 years ago, there's only most of the properties or real estate in Tulum was land. And after that, Tulum start to being bigger and bigger and bigger. And right now, obviously, we focus in apartments, lands, whatever the clients needs. But the founder of this agency called Nicolas Tayana is from Argentina. He arrives.
But the founder is your brother, right?
The founder is 2 founders, brother, Nicolas and Pamela. Okay. But the principal founder is Nicolas Tayana. He arrived in Tulum in 1994. There was only the ruins and some 2-3 restaurants and 2-3 houses, and that's it. So he knows a lot about Tulum. He sees with his own eyes
it's growing.
the growth of Tulum. and a lot of people knows him. He sells a lot land for a lot of developers right now here in Tulum.
Got
So yeah, that's we are right now. We're focused on, as I told you, in the interest of the client and to make good relationships and take care about the client of what he needs. And
What
he
makes the Tulum real estate different than other companies?
Principal, for example, we have all the realtors that work with us have this reselling certificate of their brokers. Even the new ones, when they start working with us, they start to study about real estate, preparing to become a realtor, and we make all the we help the clients when they want to invest. First we help them with all the legal certainty of the property. We help them with that, and always trying to focus on what they want. Want to focus and to the client be secure in his investment. We check it about what happened after they invest. It's a pre-sale. We continue in communication with the client, how it's going the pre-sale. We always be there in the moment that they're going to receive the unit. Going to be there.
You stay with the client in the
All
entire
time,
process.
even before they have the unit, we want to build a relationship with the clients.
This is what makes Tulum real estate different.
This is what it's about, because I'm talking for me, but at the same time I'm talking for all the agency, because that's the value that the agency gives to me when I start here. Give all the idea of be honest, be a good person, create relationships. That's my school. Real estate Tulum Real Estate was my school. Actually, I like this place because we are like a family. We're not 100 brokers. We've planned to do in the future because we want to grow last any agency. But at this moment, we take care about our team, we take care about our people, we take care about the client, and we take care about, for example, here we have all the money that we get into the agency. We donate a little bit of the money to Aldeas Infantiles.
Wow,
That is younglings that don't have parents, or her parents are working, for example, here or another country, another city. They don't have food, they don't have schools. That this place gives them all of that they need.
That's really like humble to like donate to the society whatever you are earning.
Exactly.
My mom and dad also teaches me like take 10% of your salary and donate it to a cause. Like usually when I go to India, I donate to like some charity like cow company which like breeds cow, take fresh milk and help cows to grow and stuff. But that's really
really it's in this business. How honest with you is well paid.
Yeah.
You know? Obviously, the real estate gives you as long as you work. You know, but it's well paid. Right. So it's important when you have earned good money and when you're in a good level, thinking about your economy. It's good to be a good person when you have money, because the money is gonna make you bigger than you were before. If you're a good person, you're gonna be a better person. If you're a bad person, you're gonna be even worse.
It's called stardom. Like whenever people earn more money, it becomes like a stardom kind of thing. Like they go to a different wrong path. Yeah. Like they start taking drugs, cocaine, exactly. Marijuana and stuff.
And they
destroy themselves.
His own lives and the life for the people that are around them.
Yeah.
So I'm really pretty sure when you earn good money, you're in a good moment of your life when you're earning money, it's really grateful to give to the people that they need. Right. You know? If you give, talking about dollars, you give $1 to the people that help you in the supermarket. One day, give it $20. You're gonna spend it maybe in 2-3 beers.
Yeah.
Do it. Not all the time, but
and you will feel happy when you give.
You're happy, you know. Help your father, help your mother. If you have a young brother, help it when you can. So, I think that's when you have the money and you buy something for you. Okay, it's good when you buy something. You buy a car, you buy a property, you buy a new shoe, you buy clothes. Okay, it feels good. But if I'm honest with you, when you give
it to someone.
When you give it to someone,
it feels more good.
You feels better than buying something for you all the time. That's why the life it's all about when you're in a good level. You know?
Cool, man. Let's talk about Tulum.
Yeah.
In general, what Tulum is, where it is located, why it is so famous, which part of Mexico Tulum lies. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, right now, Tulum changed my life. Tulum changed my life. I never been here before 3 years ago. I never been in Rivera Maya and changed my life. I want to explain you really easy because it's a lot of things that I can say, but I need to say a little few words. Rivera Maya is like three important points right now. There's a lot of them right now because it is growing all the Rivera Maya. But the first of them is Cancun, then you have Playa del Carmen, and then you have Tulum. That's the three important points in Rivera Maya. Cancun was started developing like more than 40 years ago, approx. Then Playa del Carmen 25, 30 years ago, and Tulum 8 years ago, maybe less. If you know, we're in the Caribbean. The Caribbean, one of the best oceans in the world. Best beach, best location. It's beautiful. We have ruins, ecological ruins. We have cenotes. We have lagoons. We have a lot of nature. Here is we call in Mexico, this is the jewel of the country. You know, and Tulum, as I told you, it was a little town 20 years ago. It was a little town. Was only you went to Tulum. You were only to visit the ruins, and that's it. Maybe one or two restaurants.
That was Tulum before,
and that's it. And the beautiful beach, because the beach is beautiful. But then suddenly, after a few years, it started to develop and develop and develop. And right now, when you came to Tulum, you see develop everywhere. The important thing about Tulum is not developing, destroying the jungle. You know, obviously, you affect the jungle. I'm honest with you. When you develop,
because you cut the jungle.
Obviously, you need to cut the jungle, but they want to preserve as long as as more green as they can. You know, because for example, Cancun is beautiful, but it's not a jungle place. Playa del Carmen is beautiful, but it's not a jungle place.
Yeah.
It used to be a place. Where
It used to be that before, but not right now.
But they don't want the government, the country. They don't want to happen the same in Tulum because when even for Mexicans, where you're not living here in the Rivera Maya, when you live in Mexico City in the north, or obviously for the people that lives in Canada, America, Europe, Asia, when they come to Tulum, they want to experience the jungle, the Rivera Maya. You know, they go to the cenotes, see the trees, see the animals, see the sea, see the lagoon, everything.
Isn't it getting destroyed right now when these communities are built, or this is?
For example, obviously, when a city gets started to develop, obviously is growing. Obviously, it affects. But right now, when you buy a lot and you want to develop, there's restrictions, so you have to leave a lot of green areas.
As you mentioned, for a lot is 25% at least.
For example, there's a land that only let you 25%, 35%, maybe 40%. You know, and there's many kind of trees that you cannot cut. You know, but at the same time, the developers use this on his favor. You know, if I use the jungle to build something nice, it's gonna be better than only build concrete. Because the people that want to live here or want to rent here, want to have a business here, if they're living in New York or they're living in London, a city of concrete, they don't want to come here to another city of concrete. They want to experience, open the window and see the trees,
and all.
you know, see the jungle. And right now, in Tulum, all the designs of the projects are incredible because they are like they fuse the luxury with the jungle. You know, so it's better at the end.
So what you're saying is Tulum is a combination of luxury.
It's a combination.
And jungle.
Yeah, it's a combination because here right now, obviously, Tulum is growing. It's one of the best places in the world for real estate because of the moment, the location, the Maya train, the international airport that right now is ready and is functioning. Right now we have international flights.
Yeah, I remember 2 years ago, nothing was there.
Right
no
now.
airport, no railway station. Right now, we saw it's getting
You
built.
saw it. You saw it. We have a lot of people arriving already from other countries, and it's going to be continue growing. Right now, it's a small airport like Tulum 25 years ago, and now it's a big airport. It's going to happen the same here, and it's growing so fast. But at the same time, here in Tulum, and the development of the city, we have a lot of architects, good architects from the whole world, the best ones, want to develop something here. You know, and you go to region 15, Aldazama, where we are right now, region 12.
Let's explain that region. So
Yeah.
Aldezama, region 15. How many regions are there?
Yeah, the Tulum is it's all about different regions. You have the downtown, the oldest part of Tulum. You know, you see it with the restaurants, local commercials. You know, and then we have Aldazama, which is the most developed
Developed
area.
area.
Aldazama is like the most nicest area. It's all the services. It's beautiful. There's a commercial zone. Most of the buildings, the new buildings are here. There's a lot of amenities. There's a cenote here. No, it's really close to the beach, close to the supermarket, close to the principal avenue. This is right now like the most developed area. And then we have region 15. Region 15 is like 2 miles. No, maybe 2 miles, 3 miles from the.
Yeah, it's
the,
also
from the
very
beach.
nearby, but the nearest one is Aldezama.
The nearest one could be Aldea because there's another. I don't want to confuse you, but there's another place called Region 8. It's next to the
That
beach.
is next to the beach.
Next to the beach. Then we have Tulum 101. There's gonna be a really big and exclusive gated community, big exclusive place of lots and
Which is the best
apartments.
region or place in Tulum which you want to live?
Well, it depends. To call it the best one, but a lot of people decide Sama because it's developed completely, or well, they still developing happen here, but it's almost ready. All the services and it's beautiful. But for example, in talking about the future, right now the future it's not written. We have Region 15, Region 8, Tulum 101, Region 12. But for talking to me and you asking to me about the future, I think Region 15 is gonna be really beautiful because there's a lot of projects there. I think at least 40-50% of the developed Tulum is happening in Region 15. Region 8 is gonna be beautiful too, really close to the beach. Tulum 101, talking about luxury, is gonna be the best one because it's gonna be a really exclusive gated community. Then we have Tanca, the only beachfront area that where you're able to buy properties over there because here all the beach area is taken by the public beach and the beach club area.
Let's talk about the properties a little bit. So basically, if a person has to buy something, they can either buy a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, or they can buy a land, as you mentioned, or they can buy a townhouse.
Yeah.
Right? There's no single family.
Yeah, it depends. For example, here in Tulum, it depends what you want. 3, 4, 5 years ago, it was really common to buy studios because there's a lot of people that is they're working from in other countries and they want to come here and work from here.
Remote work.
For 6 months, 1 year. But after that, the groups of persons are growing, start arriving a group of friends, group of families, so they needed that 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom, a penthouse, and right now houses. You know, at the beginning there was only apartments. Right now there's a lot of development of houses, villas. You know, depends. It depends, but there's plenty of options. Depends what's the budget of the client.
What is the
and what they
budget?
want.
What is the cheapest? I would say, let me ask you, what is the cheapest studio here? What's the range?
The average of a cheap studio, it depends on the location, depends on the developer, the finishes, the materials, but it's around, the studio could be around 120.
That's the cheapest.
Around.
And it can go all the way to 200.
It's a really nice studio with a really great amenities, with a lot of great finishes, could be 150, 160.
That's a match. That's a studio.
Yeah, the average it's $100,000 to 130, 140. And then we start to the 1-bedroom apartment, 150, 180, 200 could be.
What's the maximum price of a like a townhouse or a property you have sold so far?
For me, the most expensive property that I just sold, it's penthouse.
Penthouse.
It's a penthouse, $400,000 in the moment, in his moment. Right now, that penthouse, the value
More expensive.
could be $100,000 more dollars, but approx. But right now, we have houses of $600,000, $700,000. You know, depending.
But if you have that much money, why not you buy a townhouse, right? That is like not a penthouse, townhouse.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
It depends what they want, because usually the penthouse could be cheaper than the penthouse. You know.
Right. That
Because
is true.
the total square meters or square footage could be a little bit smaller. You know, it depends. I told you, it depends a lot of things. No, the penthouse could be in Range 15, and the townhouse could be in Aldazama. It's going to be completely different. The budget could be
Right.
way more expensive the townhouse.
Right.
So it depends. It depends a lot of things. Who is the developer? What's the location?
Materials.
Exact materials, everything.
Whether everything is included or not. Like the apartment that I bought with your help, Elements, everything was included. And I still remember it was around $133,000, around that price it was. And the payment plan was also good. One of the good thing about the developers here are they give you good payment plan. I've not seen anywhere. So 30, 40, 30, 60, 40, 90, 10, something like that, right?
Yeah.
30 in the beginning, 40 in the middle during the construction, 30 in the end.
Yeah.
Which really helps you like pay during it. You don't have to take a loan. That's the thing. Let's talk about the business of Tulum. How much, if you can share basically, no compulsion, how much is the commission for per unit you are selling?
It depends. It depends. The commission. It depends on the developer. But the average the commission is from 5%, 5% to 8%. Depends. There's some projects that give you a
Which
lot
is really nice because in US is 3%.
Yeah, we have, for example, 3% could be in the resale because it's different because a resale that the commission is less, but it depends. Sometimes the resales are houses of 1 million, you know, but it's approx 4, 5 to 6. The biggest commission that I've ever seen is 9%, but it's just sometimes suddenly, you know, eventually.
Why? So if somebody wants to invest anywhere in the world, which is the best place to invest right now? Is Tulum the right place?
Well, I work in Tulum.
I know you will say Tulum.
I can talk about Tulum, but obviously the work of a good realtor is to investigate about other places. You know, about for example, some places in Europe. You know, that are interesting. Places in America, maybe in Asia. But right now, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know any city in the world that is developing right now like Tulum.
Like Tulum.
To have an international airport, new, like 3-4 months ago, to have a Maya train that connects all the airports on all the cities of the south of Mexico, you know, to having the Samna stage, where there's a place where the electronic musical festival happens every year, and that happened only in a few countries in the world. And in January, there's a lot of people coming to Tulum only to be in Tomorrowland after like this huge electronic music festivals, surrounded by cenotes, natural cenotes, 20, 30, 40 different cenotes, different budgets, different sizes, surrounded by lagoons, close to the beach, good food,
good women,
people, good women. In the case of the girls, good guys, good men. And we always know that in Mexico we like to be good people with the tourists.
Yeah.
So it's a place where you can come and you can feel like in your home.
Right. What about cenotes? Let's talk about cenotes a little bit. So cenotes are something which I have not seen before apart from Mexico. It's only in Mexico. What are these and why these are famous?
It's like natural pool.
What is
like
that?
a natural pool.
Natural pool.
Natural pool.
It's like a swimming pool, but God created
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's in a cavern. You know, it's not salt water. It's mineralized water. I know how to say
Mineral water, yeah.
Mineral water. Cold water because it's cold. I don't know a lot of extractive for the history, but when the meteorite hits the earth in Yucatan and all the stones hits the earth, makes the caverns. You know, when a million of years start filling with water and create these underground rivers.
So basically, under the ground, there's connected rivers.
All the cenotes.
It's not visible outside.
You can see the cenotes. There's a lot of cenotes that we don't even reach yet. Or we don't have been discovered. They still discover new cenotes in the jungle because the jungle here is huge. But all the cenotes are connected by different underground rivers. Exactly.
And like for example, the swimming pool needs to be clean.
Yeah.
These cenotes needs not to be clean because they are connected internally.
They are connected, but it depends on the size of the cenote, the form of the cenote, the location of the cenote. Sometimes the underground rivers gets blocked to the bore for stones. So for example, there's places like Green Rim where you need to give it, clean every month, every 3 weeks, because you need to remove the stones and the waters keep flowing. But in the moment that you remove the stones, the water is gonna get clean again.
Right.
But it's another thing that we have, not only the beach, not only the ocean. We have the cenotes, a beautiful place to relax. There's big cenotes with live turtles, fish, with place for kids. Where you can eat. There's actually.
What's the best cenote you have been so far?
I like the small cenotes, because here there's a lot of big cenotes where there's a lot of people. Now this is a little tip. There's a place called Cenote Corazon. In English would be cenote heart. Cenote is not the heart. It's a small cenote, and it's beautiful because it's so quiet. It's only silence. The water is delicious. It's a place that you can dive.
You can drink the water also?
You can drink. You're gonna die, but there's a lot of minerals. So you're gonna taste like a normal water, You can drink it, but it's not. We don't recommend it.
And I've heard that cenotes can be created, like they are using landmines to.
There's people that want to create his own cenote, because here in Tulum and any part of the Riviera Maya, if you carve 3 meters, 4 meters, you're gonna find water, because all the underground rivers.
So they are doing it for the touristy reasons.
It really is. So they usually put dynamite and create artificial cenote. Could be done, but obviously it's not the same as a natural cenote, which is life, which was created million years ago. The same.
Yeah, that makes sense. So let's talk about what you do for fun. Like I saw your photos recently. You've been to Orlando. You'd like traveling with your girlfriend. I really like you guys together. So that is one hobby. Like you like traveling. What are other things you like?
Well, traveling is a new part of my life. As I told you, Tulum changed my life. Since I came here, I was completely a new person, and I started to travel. I continue on traveling to visit new places. I go to Orlando 2 weeks ago with my girlfriend. I want to continue traveling to Europe, other parts of America, Canada, South America, Asia, and in the future. But talking about how I do for fun, I'm really a normal guy. Since I was a little young, I like to draw. I study.
You like drawing?
I like drawing. I study. My first career that I studied was art. Art. So I like to draw. I like the gym. I like to exercise, because obviously I study sports science. I like to exercise. I go to the gym, run. I like to eat too. I like to eat. I love the food.
I see the balance.
Yeah, I see the balance between the gym.
You have the body, and I see the tummy also.
We call the gym and yam.
Yeah. See, I'm from India, and the part I am from is New Delhi, and there's a people called Punjabis. Punjabi people like to party. That's why they have like good physique, but they also have stomach on, which is fine.
If you're not living from the via fitness, why bother?
Exactly. So you should live your life.
Yeah, exactly. I used to be rich so many years in my life, but it was really hard for me, because I need to eat slowly a few things, and I don't enjoy it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
you should enjoy your life.
For me, it don't work to be so rich. If I eat only 2-3 things to be like that, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But I really like the gym. Sometimes when I have plans, maybe a wedding or maybe something, maybe I get tripped for that moment. I like drawing. I love see the movies. I love to go to the cinema. I love it. I really like to see the movies. I'm in the cinema every 2 weeks. When I was living in Cuernavaca, every week I was in the movies. Right now, maybe once a month, but I really like it. I'm a gamer. I like the video games. I mean, I like video games a lot.
Nice.
I like the soccer. I like to saw the soccer. European soccer. I like Real Madrid.
Nice. What's your favorite team?
Real Madrid.
Real
Madrid and Manchester United. That was my favorite.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which country you like? If you talk about the country.
I talk about my favorite country, because I love the culture, I love the music, I love the
Mexico.
Football. Mexico.
Mexico is your country.
Mexico is my country.
Yeah. Argentina.
But England.
England.
I love England. British people, their culture, essentially the food. I love the actors and actresses from the.
I love their
accent.
accent.
Their accent. In art, the actors, the food, the composer, everything from England are the better. For me, are the best ones. in everything they do.
Yeah.
You know, so I really like it. I really like that country, and well, it basically is exercise, drawing, working. I really enjoy my work. So I
Yeah.
really enjoy when I work. For me, it's right to be here right now with you, or be in the morning with the client or with my team. I enjoy it.
Right.
I never wake up in the morning and say, "Oh my God, I need to go to office." Never. I enjoy it.
Yeah. So, coming back to Tulum, right? I forgot to ask one question.
Yeah.
So, you said a lot of good things about Tulum. What are some of the things which we should be caring about? What are bad things about Tulum?
Yeah.
I have one thing in my mind, which is I forgot the name of that thing. It's called sarcasm or something.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm is some. What is sarcasm? And
Sarcasm is like is not garbage, nothing like that. It's natural. It comes from
ocean.
from the ocean. If I'm not wrong, it's from South Africa. You know, it arrives to not only Tulum, all the Caribbean,
All the Caribbean parts,
Central America,
Jamaica,
everything,
Bahamas.
in the hot season. You know, it depends. The last year we have only a few sarcasm. Right now we have a little bit more. It depends. Every year it changes, but it's normal. So if you come to Tulum in May, in July, in June, this is probably that you're gonna find sarcasm. So you need to, when you want to come, I recommend you to book and to see how are the beaches in that moment, how the ocean.
But the sarcasm doesn't affect the tourism. It affects, right?
Affects the tourism, but right now, obviously, that's the reason why, because affect the tourism. And then right now they put in a lot of machines and people
To remove that.
remove, and then right now they're using the sargassum as a fuel for some things.
And also, does it affect people buying property? Because when I was buying, I was thinking about sarcasm and all, but I don't think it matters.
For example, obviously, if I honest with you, because I always to be honest, when there's sargassum, I don't like to go to the beach. So I go to the beach every one month.
You like the feel of the beach. But you do not want to go to the beach every day.
I don't want to go. My girlfriend loves to go. I go. I take her. But if I want to do, I prefer the cenotes, and that's the key. If there's sargassum, you can go to the cenote. You don't want the cenote, you have the lagoons. You want the lagoons, you want to go to a party. You want to party, you want to Fifth Avenue in Playa del Carmen. If you don't like anything like that, if you want to be in the beach, but there's sargassum, you can go to an island, Cozumel. You don't like Cozumel, you can go to Isla Mujeres. You don't like go to Isla Mujeres, you go to the other island that is Isla Cotoy. You don't like Isla Cotoy, you can go to Holbox. You don't like to Holbox, you can go to Bacalar. So you can hear me. Yeah,
there's a lot of options out there.
Options, you know. But talking about the ocean of the beaches, the sargassum is gonna every year they have plans to clean it every time. So maintain the beach clean all the time.
Sounds good. One last topic is relationships.
Yeah.
I know it's a little deeper. We are living in an era where breakups are happening every day. It's like changing clothes. Divorces are happening. What do you think about in a partner? What you look into a partner? What are some of the good things you look in a partner? Some things which really are important. What do you think about that?
Right now, we are young, you know. I'm 33 years old, you're 34. We are young men, and when you're young, I think most of the people...
I started feeling already old, man. Like after 30, like there was a time when I was 29, when I turned 30, right? There was some mind shift that happened.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm in my 30s now.
You're in 30. But I think that this is the best moment of their life. When you turn 30, you're prepared. You're more prepared. You think more about the good things and the bad things that you do. And you have more preparation. Maybe you have more money. You work hard. You're in a better work. You know, it depends. But when you're young, most of the men, we are really physical. You know, that girl is pretty. I want to be with her.
We look at the outer appearance. We look at physical appearance.
It's normal. I think it's normal.
That's the hormones.
Because it's physically we attract to beautiful women. It's normal. No, we don't need to be. It's a bad thing. It's normal. The woman look more like, you know, the feelings. Oh, he's a good man, a bad man. You know, different kind of things like the men at the beginning we don't take care about. But yes, there's a moment in your life where you notice that the physique is gonna be, you know,
will go one day.
it will go one day, And the important thing is the company that you have, if they take care about you, if they love you as you are, if they will love you, if you have money, if you don't have money, you're in a good moment of your life, or you're in a bad moment of your life, if you're sick, if you make a mistake, and you're in a good moment of your life even, because many people changes when they get up in a good moment of his life. So that's the important thing. Is this person gonna be with me if I'm in a bad moment, or when I'm gonna be in a moment, person gonna go? Or how easy is going to be for that person to replace me with another person? Because we were talking about that, that we're in the moment in our lives, and in the technology that you can meet new people with one click. Instagram, Twitter, or X right now, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever you can call it. You broke with your boyfriend, and you click, and you can take you can take have,
You have a line of
date
people.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can break today, you can have a day tomorrow, and maybe you can have sex, or maybe I know a new girl, maybe. But that's not the meaning of their life. Maybe you're young, you can do it. It's okay. Enjoy the life.
That is not long-term sustainable, right? Like you will have fun,
Yeah.
but later on you will realize, okay, that fun is gone. You are looking for something bigger,
Yeah.
which is emotional connection with someone.
Yeah.
Like as you mentioned, like connecting with someone if you are feeling low. Like I don't have a job right now. I don't feel low because I have my brother with me. I have my family with me. Like similarly, you have your girlfriend with you, right? So that connection, that emotional support is very important, not just physical.
It's not only physical. It's okay. It's normal. You need to like your girl or your boyfriend. You need to like have pretty eyes. You like their body, but you need to be deeper. You know, I like their body, and I like their smile, I like her eyes, whatever you do, what you like. But is a good person. At the end, I take all out.
So people don't look at that, right? Right now, teenagers, people who are in 20s, they just do break up quickly because they're looking into physical appearance, physical things.
And I told you at the beginning, when you're young, maybe it's okay. If you're 18, 20, 25, maybe 25, I don't know. If you're single, girl or boy, do it. No, don't break hearts, obviously. Don't break,
Clear your intentions.
No hard feelings. But enjoy, it's okay. But there's a point in your life you need to focus on who is going to be on my side when I get old. You know, when I gonna be successful, because I was one time I imagined my life, if I get my time of success, if I going to be alone, who is gonna share it with? So you have a lot of money,
but there's no one to share.
how's that gonna be my life? For example, right now my girlfriend is in Cuernavaca. It's not with me. Only gonna be gone for 1 week. It's gonna return in 4 days. But I don't want to go to a millionaire. But what I said, I want a good moment in the economy. But if I want to the cinema, go to movies, I went to the beach. It's not the same if I cannot share with her. You know, it's not gonna be the same. It's not the money or the successful don't taste the same when you're alone.
Right.
It depends. You need to be alone, or you're alone in the moment in your life where you're alone. It's okay. You need to enjoy your loneliness, to know about you. But when you have a couple, you have a boyfriend and girlfriend, you need to have to share all with her or with them. And for me, it's important, you know, because as we were talking about, when you have something, it's important to share. And that's what you gave you grateful at the end of the day.
Right,
you know?
that is true. So talking about women, right? What's the best, most beautiful woman you think in the world are from which country? I know we talked about emotional. Now I'm talking about physical.
Talking about my girlfriend out from the
Let's
question.
put the girlfriend out.
It's out. I think. Sorry, my love. But I think the Colombian girls are really beautiful. I'm talking about physical.
Let's go to Colombia.
Let's go to Colombia now. It's really beautiful girls, because I like girls. But they're really good persons. I have friends of Colombia, and they're really good persons.
They're very family oriented.
Yeah. I think Colombia. I will say maybe another country, but I think I'm gonna keep Colombia for me.
I think most of the South American countries, even Mexico, they think Colombia. My friend who is Indian, he likes Russian.
Russian.
So most of the India is love of Russia, because Russia is not near, but it's not that far. Like compared to India and South America, we are very far.
Yeah.
But India and Russia are a little bit near. It's just China.
And I know I met some people from Russia, and they're really good people. I met some girls from Russia and some men from Russia, really good people. This is a good person, and obviously I grew up here, and I can notice that, as I told you, the Mexican girls and the Mexican people, all boys and girls, there's the people that give a lot of love. No,
Mexican people look like Indian actually.
yeah, it's a people that going to, they love you, they take care about you. They're gonna try to hug you, touch you, maybe cook for you, or give you a present, or think about you and give you a it's always sharing the love with you all the time. They love. Okay.
Yeah, that is true. I think Mexican culture and Indian culture is very similar. You guys have you seen that movie Coco?
Yeah.
So in the movie Coco, the guy, his name is Miguel.
Miguel.
Right? Miguel, there's a facade where they put the photos of all the forefathers and grandmothers on the table. We do that also, right? We also are very touched with our parents. We are family oriented. Our food is similar. You guys have tortillas, we have naans and rotis. You have frijoles, which is beans. We have the same thing. Yeah. So it's kind of, and you like spicy food?
Yeah, we like the spice. Well, your food is more spicy than ours. Well, it depends.
It depends upon that.
It depends on that, but the culture is really similar, and the people are
you
really
have gangsters in your country. We also have gangsters in your country.
Yeah.
You have cocaine and everything. Pablo Escobar came from South America. We also have a lot of gangsters.
You have your province, and your province is could be the same. But yeah, I meet some people. Obviously, you're my friend, but I meet some people from India, and yeah, I noticed that they look similar than us.
A lot of similarity.
And I love the Indian food. As I love Mexican food. Actually,
we should go for Indian food sometime.
Yeah, we should go for Indian food. And like 3-4 months ago, I was reading like the best foods in the world. Indian food. I remember the dish that it was from India, but it wasn't the first place.
Chicken tikka masala. All the people like that.
No, I don't know. But for example, taco al pastor was from the top. Have you tried taco al pastor? It's like the insignia of the food in Mexico, taco al pastor, because we have tacos, but taco al pastor is like the principal taco of all the tacos.
That's the name.
The mother of all the tacos. The
mother of all
pastor
tacos.
Is like the beef, but it's like they have like this red sauce that makes the meat red, and it's
awesome,
delicious. And they have the meat in a this like trump. I don't know how to say it in English. Sorry. And they have the fire, and the people, the guy from taqueria is cutting the slices of the meat in the tortilla and give you warm,
nice,
hot. That moment.
The best tacos I have ever had was in Oaxaca. I always say Osaka, but it's Oaxaca. Yeah, I was in a hostel, came out, and there was a food truck. That was the yummiest tacos, and I like Oaxaca a lot. I love Mexico. I think US is blessed to have a Mexico-like country as a neighbor. Why Trump was calling like they're going to build a wall or something. Mexico is such an awesome country. It is like the food is awesome. The people are awesome. The things are very cheap. That's why people keep on coming to Cancun and other places to enjoy that food. US is very expensive. I think Mexico and a lot of people from South America, they like Mexico City because they cannot go to New York City. And Mexico City is similar to New York City. It's like when I was in Mexico City, it's very similar.
And actually in Mexico City we have the best food. The best food is in Mexico City. The best tacos, the best you know, we use tortilla for a lot of things. Taco al pastor, taco al carnitas, taco corazado, taco cochinita. You have a lot of different kind of tacos because we use corn, the maize, not to prepare food, tamales, huaraches, gorditas. But we have with the same thing, with the maize, with the corn. We made a lot of different things with different tastes, and it depends in which part of the country you are. Gonna be different kind of food
options.
But option of food bar with maize.
And Mexican people are so welcoming. Even I can't speak Spanish. Wherever I go with my broken Spanish, I'm able to like tell them what do I want.
And they try. Even in the place that you are, because there's several cities in Mexico that the English is not common.
Like today, I went to ADO station to buy tickets, and I did not. My goal is not to read the translator, not to open my phone because phone is very easy.
Yeah.
So I was like, una ticata por Tulum. Tulum. She was like, okay.
And she understands you. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here is more easy to find people who speak English. But for example, you want to Oaxaca, or you want to, for example, my city, Cuernavaca, and you start talking in English, you are having a big problem, you know. But they try. They try to understand.
Try to understand. Even you speak words.
And exactly, and we're close to America, so all the time we have movies,
American people
music, all the time. And even if you don't know English, you can understand. For example, my girlfriend don't speak English, but when I talking with some people that speak English and he heard the conversation, he understand. He cannot.
Why Mexican people don't speak English? Like in school they don't teach English.
It depends. For example, Mexico, it's a variety of levels of economy, you know, and sadly the English, it's in a level that which not many people can reach, you know. So there's many levels of economy, and suddenly most of the country, it's in a level of economy which is hard to able to learn English, you know. But every year, every time, it's easier and it's more cheaper for the people to learn English. But obviously the people is focusing on some other things like make more money, have a better job, you know, some just a few. Part of the population can reach to learn some English, but it depends. But they try.
That's the thing which I like. They try.
They try. I have friends. I have people that I know from my city. They're at a level in different levels of economy. But even the one that is in a really good level of economy and another one that is not in the same level, they try. Obviously, this guy is gonna learn English easier, or he knows English already. But this guy is trying because they know, and in this moment of our life, in this moment of how's the economy, how's the work, how they you need to have to learn some English, because you learn English, you open the gates for better jobs. So right now, every year there's more people speaking or trying to learn English.
That's good.
Since there's difference between 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's not
the same
easy.
anymore.
It was not easy.
I like how Mexico is growing.
Yeah.
So Mexican people are also growing and it's developing, which is really nice. Cool, man. It was nice talking to you. I think we covered a lot of topics. We covered about Tulum, we covered about real estate, relationships, food, travel, everything. Maybe we should do more podcasts like this and we cover more topics. But it was nice chatting with you, and thanks for being in my show.
It was a pleasure for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
My friend.